This is one thing I love about having my own Lord. Okay. No, Lord. There we go. I had an echo in my ear. But that's one thing I love about having my own podcast because I can record when I want, where I want, how I want, whatever time. But I gotta have some consistency with me doing it because I'm losing a lot of listeners. And I gotta be honest with myself. I'm falling behind because I should be further than what I am because I'm getting lazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting lazy and I'm just allowing my mornings to be of nothing when I could be posting more. And while the time that I'm doing my part-time job, that could be the time that, okay, hey, I'm not posting, but at least I posted enough in the morning that I'm in the algorithm some way, somehow. So, with that being said, I got to do better. I'm getting in the way of my success. And I'm not even going to sit here and sugarcoat and lie to myself because I am. And I need to do better because if I keep saying I'm on podcast and I'm this, I'm that, and I want to do this, I want to do that, I got to put myself out there. And I ain't gonna lie, I do be joining people podcasts here and then whenever I can, whenever I see it, to get myself out there because I know, ooh, this is getting on my nerves the whole time. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, like I said, I be joining people podcasts here and there to get myself out there, but I need to be doing stuff outside, actually communicating more, doing different things, getting out, like I said, getting out there more because I need to be everywhere when that happening is at. But I normally start my podcast with a mental health check on my listeners or my fans, whatever y'all want to call yourself. Because I know once I get a certain status, I'm going to call my fans Big Mouths. Like the Big Mouths. Like, because that goes with my name. Big Mouth say too much, so the Big Mouths. But, or either the What Was Said. Nah, that sound like a group. But I feel like Big Mouths. All my fans can be called Big Mouths. But I want to do a mental health check on my listeners. So how you doing? How's your day going? How's your weekend been going? Like how everything been going with you? I hope everything with you has been great going forward. And I hope everything been good with you. And mental health check on me. Okay. Like I keep saying, I'm a 3 right now. And like I said at the beginning, all of that ties into what I'm talking about today is motivation because I've been losing my motivation to podcast and post more. Like every day I keep saying I'm gonna post more, I'm gonna do that more, but then something blocks me from doing it. And I don't know what's going on now and what it is, but I need to get my head in the game because I'm really losing the motivation. I don't know if it's me losing motivation out here, but I just feel like the motivation and the drive to do stuff isn't what it used to be now. It's like you don't have the support like you used to. You don't have the motivation or the drive sometimes like you have it and then you don't and then you do and then you don't. And it's like we don't talk about how we gain that motivation back because I be losing it. And I know I have it in me to go and do more. But it's like I be losing it and I want to gain it back. Honestly, I do want to because I just feel like I should be further, like I say, I should be further than where I'm at right now. It should be no way I'm getting 4 views for YouTube. I'm not saying surpassing to get in the thousands, but gradually I should be getting from 4 probably to 6 to 8 to 10, like seeing the growth gradually go up there. But I gotta understand, I gotta take accountability in myself and post more and start passing out my business cards, start doing more. But it's like, honestly, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I don't have as much money as I should to do more. But I know if I promote myself on my back end and do what I got to do in my back end, I could get paid from YouTube while sitting at home so I can do more and can see myself out here doing a whole bunch of stuff. Because I see other people posting more than me and they probably don't have a full-time job or part-time or whatever they got. They're getting paid from this. So I need to get out my own way. So I'm not gonna make excuses for myself anymore because now I'm about to be back on my Adderall because I swear my focus is everywhere. Like it be ping ponging, and I need to reel it back in. Like my focus has not been where it need to be, and I'm glad that I shouldn't have to get on medicine to help my focus, but I feel like I need it because me doing it on my own, it's hard. And if anybody out there that isn't on Adderall, that was on Adderall, or have any ADHD type of related stuff, and you know a way that could keep you focused without being on that medicine, let me know. Because I would love to know a remedy that you can do without being on that. Because the only upside I like about it is that I lose weight. Like I get a flat stomach. Like because I'm getting this uncle body and I ain't liking it. I don't have no kids. I should have a flat stomach. I know I can't get my high school weight, but I just want that flat stomach because I just noticed I eat, but I slowed down my eating to the point where I'm not eating like like I used to. I used to be eating like 3 and 4 times in one day, but I eat a whole bunch at one time, and that's my problem. I need to stop eating a whole bunch at once because I will skip breakfast and go straight to lunch, or go skip breakfast and lunch and go straight to dinner later on at night. And that's probably why I'll be looking bloated because I'm waiting till one time to eat throughout the day. But like I said, if anybody know any other remedies to do other than using Adderall for ADHD, let me know. Cause I'm all ears. I'm listening. But like I said, my podcast, don't hold me to it. But just work with me. I'm going to post more because I know I'm starting my Adderall tomorrow when I wake up. Because I feel like once that kick in, I should be able to stay focused on a whole bunch of stuff because I want to get back on it because I'm going to be going back to school. And I got to call them also on the next day because I need to make sure that I'm in classes by August. I don't want to wait any time no later. I want to be in class this upcoming semester so I can be done a little bit sooner because I've been waiting too long. Like I don't put my living situation in front of my schooling, which I'm going to be honest, I shouldn't have. If my outcome was going to be that I'm going to be back in my mom's house, I would have never put my rent before my school, but I had to become an adult and put my rent first. But I do regret that decision because I'm at my mother's house. But when I look at it, I'm like, maybe it wasn't meant for me to go to school there because I wouldn't have focused as much. But I would have made it my priority to focus more because I know what I was getting myself into because my school is way important if I paid it now and got it paid off. But my living situation, I would never, ever, 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 as long as I live and as long as I keep coming back on this earth, I would never forgive that situation. I would never forgive it. I would never forget it because I just feel like I did all that I could to keep that apartment afloat and I still lost it. And I was hurt only because I had a notion it was going to happen. And it's crazy how I be thinking of stuff and it still happens when I don't even try to think about it. I just be like, man, get that thought out of my head. It's a thought. I hope it don't happen. I'm going to do whatever it takes so it don't happen. That's why I say I'm more man than any straight man because if I did everything I could to keep my apartment by myself and I did everything I could, like I didn't turn out no jobs. I'm on picky. I literally did what I could to keep it. I'm proud of myself that I did what I could as a man. Like I ain't sit here and give up so easily. I tried as long as I could. But I gotta let that go. But I'm never will. But I'm gonna skip the word update because y'all know how I feel about trying to search for a job right now. It is hard, and the motivation is slim to none right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to my what was topic segment. This is the section where I talk about random topics from people submissions or articles that I found. And this is just random topics I just came up with over the weekend that I feel like was laying on my chest, on my screen. And I was asking my friends this, but some of them said that the answer to this question, there'd be some crazy population control, but I feel like it would help in my eyes. So I'm going to say this is my opinion, how I feel, what should happen. So if I had things my way, I feel like we as people should, the way we should have kids is earned. I feel like we should earn to have kids. If we earn a paycheck, we should earn to be able to have kids. And what I mean by that is we should earn, women should earn their ovaries, men should earn their sperm cells. And I feel like the only way you get those ingredients to help you make a child, you have to take a financial literacy class. You have to take a computer competency class. You have to take a parenting class. You have to take a common knowledge class. Like it's a bunch of, I feel like it should be a bunch of courses that you should take to have a child. And if you fail that test, you don't get your sperm cells, you don't get your ovaries. So therefore, the people that are on the system can't be on the system if they didn't pass that test. So therefore, it weeds out all the people that shouldn't be having kids. Now, that's my opinion, how I feel it should happen. Now, I want to know y'all thoughts on that idea. Like, if having kids should be earned through a test. Like, because I feel like some parents shouldn't be parents at times. Like, because everybody ain't able to be good parents. And some people don't need to be parents. And switching on another note, I hate one of my pet peeves is when these subscription networks love to hit your account, right? Any subscription that you have. When any of these subscriptions hit your card and it declines, and they still keep charging you days and days later, knowing that it keep declining. Now, I don't know if it's me, but shout out to my Roku people. They have Roku TVs because I feel like a TV is a TV in my house. Because somebody told me if I got a Roku TV, I'm broke. But I just feel like I don't care what kind of TV I got. It's a TV. As long as I can watch apps and watch my TV shows, I don't care. I came from the generation of big screen TVs, big back TVs. So a TV don't mean nothing to me if I seen the worst of the worst TVs. We was banging on the TV to get them to turn on like we Neanderthals. Like in that situation, I never understood why we was banging on the TVs. Like we had no common knowledge that we making the TV worse. Like why is we banging on it? Nobody has answered that question for me. Why were we banging on the TV to make it work, or banging on stuff to make it work when we're literally just making it worse? Like I said, I have I have a Roku TV and I have Hulu connected to it. So anytime I have money in my primary bank account, even though my Hulu is connected to my Cash App and my Roku is connected to my Cash App, they still take the money out of my primary account, even though the Cash App is declining. I'm like, hold on. Why can't I block y'all on Cash App? Somebody let me know if they're going through the same situation with Roku, because this is weird that every time I can't pay my Hulu, if the money is available in my primary account, it will still snatch it even though Cash App is declining. That goes to show you these people can go in and out your account without your permission. And we just allowing this. Is no way, shape, or form we should be allowing all of that. Come on now, make it make sense. We're allowing them to go in our accounts without our permission. We should be able to approve or deny people going into our account. That is our money. But we too up each other's behind and too busy worried about who people end up effing when we shouldn't. It's none of our business. And me and my friends were talking about this, and it's another different topic. Are men scared to get a vasectomy? Because my friends asked me, would I get a vasectomy? Now, if I was messing with a woman, which I feel like I would down the line, if it happens, it happens. Like on a drunk night, because I never turned a, you know, I wouldn't turn a woman down if I'm drunk. Like if I'm drunk and it happens, like it happens. I'm gonna just be like, wow, I did it. But check off my bucket list. But I'm just kind of nervous on if it happens. I always tell my friends, if I mess with a woman, I'm just scared of I might end up liking it. Because I honestly feel like deep down, I can probably be the best boyfriend to a woman that she would ever have, because I've been hurt before and I know how it is to hurt people. So I know I wouldn't go back and hurt other people because I know how it is to be hurt, and I know I wouldn't do it to nobody else. And I'm an honest person. I'm a transparent person. So what you see is what you get. So therefore, if I date a woman, you're gonna know everything about me. Like I'm gonna tell you. And then one thing about me, in the past, I know I used to lie and cheat, but I know that I wouldn't do it now. But I know if it came up to telling something, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't got time to lie. What I got to lie for? And when I used to get caught up in my lies, I end up telling the truth straight up. And I'm just like, okay, you caught me, cool. Let me go ahead and tell you the truth. This is what you wanted. Now you mad? Okay, what you gonna do to get over it? Like, I lied about it, okay. Now I told you the truth. Here you go. Let's fix it. But I know that I will be a good man to a lot of women. I ain't say a lot, but to whatever woman I would date, because I know how to be a man. And then there's not a lot of men out here. Not a lot of them. Especially like me. Especially when I'll be dropping information to my friends about, from a man's perspective. I'm just like, man, do you know this information would be so happy if I knew whatever women I was dating, because she would be happy to date me. Oh my God, this man is in touch with his feelings, but he may be a little bit feminine. But I gotta understand, like, that's his upbringing, that's his past, or whatever you accept from me. We just gotta move on from it. But I just feel like I know I'll be a good dude to a female, like whatever female that is, or if it be a man. I don't know. But I know, like I said, if my girl, if I was dating a girl, would ask me to get a vasectomy, I would. She'd be like, hey, I don't want to get my tubes tied. I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll get a vasectomy, especially if we already had kids. If I already got my kid out of you, at least one or two of them out of you, and two at the most, because I love an even number. But if I could get one or two out of you, cool. What's wrong with me getting a vasectomy? Especially if y'all want to go in you raw all the time without dealing with the hassle of bringing in kids that I know I might not want to take care of, or two, we don't have the money to take care of. Like, come on. We got to understand that we part of the problem. Like, why you want to keep bringing kids into this world that you know you ain't going to take care of? Why you want to bring kids into this world that you don't have the funds to take care of? Why you want to bring kids into this world that you know you're not going to give the best life to? Like, don't bring kids into the world unless you want to. That's why I said I will go ahead and get a vasectomy. If the woman is afraid to get her tubes out or do whatever she got to do to stop them, and I don't want to put on a condom, I'm going to get a vasectomy. Because I just feel like you put your body through 9 months of carrying a child, going through periods, going through menopause, going through all of this other bull crap. And the least I can do as a man is get a vasectomy for you when you're the one that's carrying the child for 9 months. Or if I leave you, you still have to take the responsibility of taking care of that child. So, with me being a man, I take the responsibility of saying, okay, I don't want you to mess up your body, so I'm going to sit here and sacrifice mine. That's what a man's supposed to do. That's why I say I will always be more man than some man will ever be. Because I sat there and made sure that she was included and that, hey, if she wanted to have kids after me, she can. Even though if I said to me, it's reversible, but I feel like I would rather go first. I would rather me go first than you. You decide on your own if you want to do that, or we can both do it together. You go do your operation, I do mine, and then we just, meet in the middle. But I would go first. I would make sure I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go ahead and do it because at the end of the day, hey, no harm, no foul. I care about you. I want you to be happy. And for another topic of mine, because I feel like this been laying on my heart too a whole lot. Why we always talk negatively to each other or give each other unsolicited advice, but don't want to help each other? If I just repeated myself. But yeah. But why don't we do more helping than telling people what they should and shouldn't be doing? Like us, and I'm speaking to all communities, black community, everybody included. We should be helping each other more. Like, and there's no way we should be sitting here crabs in a barrel, stopping each other from doing stuff, like snitching on each other, like doing all this negative stuff when we all can help. Because if one eat, the other eat. Like, we gotta worry about the trickle down effect because it's looking like nowadays we're not passing nothing down to the children. Like, nobody's buying land like they used to. Nobody's having cookouts. Nobody's having anything tangible that you can pass down to your kids. So we should be helping each other get something that we all can share with the next person. Because I feel like if that other person is not going to help, you're going to find out. I mean, hey, it's sad to say that we got to go through trials and tribulations to figure out who our real friends are, who our fake ones is. Like, but that's life. It's about trial and error. We're going to find the good, we're going to find the bad, and move on with it. But I just feel like we got to learn how to cherish each other more and learn how that if we have an argument amongst each other, we don't got to take it to the internet. We don't got to take it to other people. We may can fight about it. If that's your way of handling conflict, if we got to, if it happens, as long as we can come together and still talk and be like, hey, we can talk about it as two human beings and move on and let each other cool off and come back. That's all that matters. Like, because I see that we don't hang out as much as families no more. Like cookouts ain't what they used to be. Like I'm used to seeing like big family cookouts. Like everybody from multiple generations is together. Now it's like we rarely meeting up and we only meeting up for funerals and marriages. And it's less marriages than it is funerals. And I don't want to keep meeting families for small occasions. I want to be meeting for all occasions, like kids' birthdays, your birthday, any family member birthday. Like I really want to see family member more often. That's why I miss having my apartment because I love throwing parties. I love entertaining. I get a kick out of knowing that everybody had a good time. I don't care about the money. The money comes and goes. I do not, and I'm going to repeat that, I do not care about spending money on family or having a good time with friends and family because my fun and my repayment is seeing the smiles on everybody's faces once we leave. Once everybody separate and they post the videos or I'm watching around, I'm seeing everybody smiling, coming together, people that they didn't think they was gonna talk to end up talking. Like I just love seeing the camaraderie of a lot of people coming together. Like we need to stop being jealous of one another, like because that fake jealousy is just fake. It's not even real. Like understand, yes, you jealous that somebody got something that you want, but you can get the same thing if you work hard. If they ain't telling you how they got it, search it on Google. I hate to say use ChatGPT, but use something other than that. But use something out here. You can get the same thing the nuts person got without stealing, killing, and doing other wicked things to get it. You don't have to do that. You can find other routes to get the same thing another person got. And on another note, I hate how I just seen online how women are exposing men for being gay down low, even gay men too, straight men too. I feel like whatever a person do, and I keep saying this, whatever a person do in their downtime when you ain't around, it's none of your business. Cause you don't tell another person what you doing in your downtime. I don't care if they're smoking, drinking, texting, liking, whatever. You don't tell everybody your everyday routine. So why do you care what another person is doing in the confines of their house or wherever they doing it at? They not inviting you to the festivities. They not caring if you there or not because obviously you wasn't thought about in that moment. But everybody needs to learn how to just mind your business. Why can't you mind yours? If you ain't there, why do you care what a person is doing? I don't care what the next person is doing, and I don't expose nobody. If I'm messing with somebody that's down low, it's their business what we're doing. All I care about is what we're doing, and I already know we're just here for a short time, not a long time. So I already know how to carry it. I'm not gonna text you or call you off to blow your phone up. I don't care what you're doing, as long as you know that hey, you in good hands and I'm in good hands, and what we got ain't getting out. That's all I care about. That's all I care. I know how to carry it. Like, I know how to carry like a dude. I know how to carry like a man. I ain't gonna worry about what you doing because at the end of the day, I know we single. So women exposing men, cause one girl was saying that she was pegging her man and she was doing this and she was doing that. I'm like, you're looking stupid because you allowed yourself to do it. So you're not making fun of him, you're making fun of yourself. And I feel like if people learn to realize when you expose people, you're not you're exposing them, but you're exposing people to them. So now you're giving them more room to play with different people. Yes, yeah, they might not do it for a while, but now you introduce more people to their proximity. And now more people know, and now more people gonna slide in their messages. So you really just open up that person to more possibilities to do it again to the next person. When you could have just sat there and just been quiet the whole time. You ain't have to say anything. Because me, I know I done messed with a couple download people and I didn't blab my mouth. I ain't say nothing because it's none of nobody business on what I'm doing. I don't got a kiss and tell. I feel like it's pointless. I don't get no trophy. I don't get no money. I don't get nothing. So whatever I do in the confines of my house, only I know. And the walls, if they could talk. But other than that, nobody else knows. And I always hate how people talk about, oh, what a woman is, what a man is, what a woman is, what a man is. We don't clearly know what a real man is, what a real woman is, because you got people becoming this sex and that sex. So I feel like this way. Mind your business again. Only a real man would know what a real man is. Only a real woman would know what a real woman is. We don't need try to dissect what that is. We don't need to. Just let it be what you think it is and keep that opinion to yourself because everybody's definition of one word is going to be totally different from the next person. So instead of trying to define what a woman and a man is, just mind yours and just be the woman or the man that you plan on being. Don't worry about what a woman and man is to the other people. Just worry about how you can be a greater person within yourself, within your control. Because at the end of the day, none of that matters when it comes to your last day on this earth. And before I end this what were topics section, this is what's been bothering me a lot because I done seen somebody leave a dirty, sanitary. I'm just be completely honest. Some woman left a pad under the toilet. I don't get how you leave a pad under the toilet. That is the most disgusting place you can leave a pad. But she left a pad under the toilet. And this is why I say janitors aren't maids. Because they feel like just because we're bound by a contract, You feel like, oh, you can get us to do whatever you want us to do. No, we should be able to decline respectfully, just as well as you could. The supervisor can decline certain things that we ask. We should be able to decline some things within a peaceful manner without you getting upset with us and just be like, okay, I understand why they declined because yeah, that really ain't in their job description, and I'm just getting them to do it because I want them to because they're in a contract with me and they got to say what I get, they got to abide by what I say and do. We're not slaves. We should be able to decline stuff. And janitors should get paid more. Why we don't get paid more, but we dealing with people, bodily fluids, and other things? I never understood why janitors don't get paid more, but we dealing with the bull crap of other people, of people being lazy on thinking, oh, it's your job, you got to do it. No, that concept and that cliche statement needs to be retired because that's a line of bull crap. Like, I don't believe in it. Nope, not even. But my next segment is something I made up just now called What Was TV? And this basically shows that I feel like if y'all want me to watch a show, send it in my messages. And if you want me to review a show, just like I said, send it in my message if you want to review a show or whatever show it is. And I'll watch and I'll comment on it. But I'm only doing 2 shows right now. And that's the Bad Boys review. And it's going to be a short one because this show is really lackluster because I honestly feel like it is I don't want to cuss on my podcast, but it's the Bitch Boys Club. Like, that's all it is to me. Because I don't really see no bad boys being bad boys on the show at all. Because to wrap the show up, Say's talking about he coming out the closet, but he's semi coming out the closet, not coming out the closet, but not owning that he messed with a dude. And the song that Zeus chose, they was petty. Like, he should have known that he was gonna be recorded. Like he didn't watch Big Brother, he didn't watch College Hill, but I forgot he young, so he don't know about that stuff. So obviously he didn't probably watch other shows to know that he's being recorded 24/7. But for him to not acknowledge Jada the way that he did and the way that was hooked up and all lovey-dovey on that bed together, like, come on now. Y'all was doing like dude, you have feelings for that boy for y'all to be hugged up like that. Like, you just don't hug up with just anybody, like, because people don't understand. Sex is a transfer of energies. And you transferring whatever sex demons that you have and they have in yours, y'all just intertwining and intertangling them things. So people understand sex is a transfer of energy. So you got to be careful who you give your energy to. But I just hated how they protected sex on the previous episode. Like, if John wanted to fight the boy, let him fight him. Say snuck him, so he want to get his leg back. But Banga was pushing too hard for Mouf-SeD to fight for Adonis. Like, I was like, dude, either you fight him or you don't, and leave it at that. Like, you don't gotta bring his name up. You don't gotta keep talking about him and bringing his name up just to get that boy to fight him. Like, just understand if you if you do want to fight him, fight him. If you don't, y'all don't gotta be the same proximity. And for me, I don't feel like, I feel like Mouf-SeD learned from his mistake, but I feel like we can't hold him to actually learning because he's human, like you said. We gonna make mistakes. Because honestly speaking, some of us that's in the gay community are homophobic too. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I do, and I'm gay. And I be homophobic to the same to the community that I am a part of because sometimes I do understand that some of us do a little bit too much, and that's why I don't associate myself with the gay community because sometimes I be watching and observing. I just be like, some of this stuff really didn't have to happen. Y'all just doing this stuff for attention and whatever you doing it for. So that's why I be kind of homophobic because of the certain aspects that certain people do. But I'm not gonna say I'm all the way homophobic. It's just the activities or the actions that people do that cause me to say things homophobic. That's all it is. And I can own it and say that I know I am. Some people ain't gonna say that they are, but I know I am. I'm not even gonna lie. But I just feel like, hey, he gonna make a mistake. I'm not gonna hold him to the cross about what he's saying do, because at the end of the day, he's still a man, he's still a human. He gonna make mistakes like he said before, and if he gonna have one ignorant comment, he gonna have another. So why are we caring? Only thing I can say to that is, if you don't care that much about him, don't talk about him, don't breathe his name, don't tag him, don't screenshot him, don't do nothing. What you feed, if you don't feed it, it don't grow. So therefore, why worry about the man? Let him be. And then the last but not least about Bad Boys, I hated how Natalie had to speak up when Sace kicked Corey in the head. Like, why it took for Natalie to speak up for everybody to finally attack him? Like, all of that was fake, because as soon as he would have kicked, I don't care if I don't like you or do like you, I'ma still say something. I'ma still be that type of person to be like, hold on, what are you doing? Like, I probably would have spoke up before everybody else would have, because I would have been like, yo, bro, like, I would have pushed him, and me and him probably would have been fighting, because I felt like, yo, that was wrong. You snuck him, and now you feel like you got your one up because you did this one thing. But he got to understand, every action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. So therefore, you got to understand, you got to be ready for when he react to what you did, because you did something sneaky. So you got to think in your head, am I ready for what's going to happen next when I do this? And he won't thinking that. He thought that, hey, I do this one kick, this is my big one, da 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 da. Like, no, you didn't do your big one because you didn't stand up and fight him heads up. That's why I say this show is giving lackluster, because nobody's squatting up and going and jabbing like boom, 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 like going in. Like, I don't see none of that. All I see is blind people fighting. Like, they just throwing hits and hoping they land. Like, that's why I say, if I was going this show before I would get up there, I would be in the gym learning boxing, learning karate, learning taekwondo, like learning a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I would just not be learning just knowing how to street fight. I would have street fighting in mind, but I would learn how to protect myself better, because I know everybody that's on the show is different body sizes. And I got to be able to keep up my stamina, because I know some people going to want to go more than one round. So I'm going to make sure my lung capacity, my endurance, and my stamina is up to par, that I can keep up with everybody, knowing that certain people are a certain age and certain people that are younger than me can last longer than me. So I got to make sure that I'm able to last as long as they can. That's how you do it. And if you're going to be on the show with repeat people, watch their season and learn their pattern and learn their fighting behavior. That's how you beat people. It's brain over brawn all the time. Brain over brawn. It ain't how you fight, it's how you win the battle. That's all it is. People be thinking it's really hard. Like they say, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. You gotta think, use this. It's not all about this sometimes. It's all about this. Because you could be the worst fighter, but if you strategize, you might can win. How is it that mouse beat that lion? How did David beat Goliath? Come on. Make it make sense. And my last review is baddies. And this gonna be baddies gonna be short, because like I said, these shows have become a lackluster and become repetitive about every single thing about fight, and not enough dialogue. But we had dialogue with this season, with this episode, and it was all about Biggie. And I feel like they set Biggie up, long story short, because how y'all know that girl won't go fight her? And I feel like that girl, she just wanted to fight Biggie because Biggie was an easy target. And then I felt like she wanted her to redeem herself after she was losing to Tommy Friend multiple times. So I felt like that was just a moment for her to feel like, oh, I'm gonna redeem myself. Because I don't feel like Biggie was talking to Sarah, because the way she was talking to her after Sarah apologized, I felt like she was just like, okay, I'm over the situation. She apologized. It is what it is. We can be separate and be cordial. Like, that's how I feel. And I wanted to see that fight with Summer and Tasiki friend, but we couldn't see it because they weren't rolling. But I wish I would have seen it because it seemed like that probably would have been a good tail fight. And I really want to know if Big Lex really did that Colgate commercial because man, she been wearing a lot of red and white, but no promotions and no money. Like, come on. Like, and then her outfits in them Daisy Duke shorts, she got on the Dukes of Hazzard shorts. Like, come on now with the Jessica Simpson shorts. Like, why, girl? Like, not Summer. Big Lex needs a stylist. I'm not the best dresser, but I just know I could put some things together. I might need a stylist, but I could put some clothing items together. But I can honestly say I'm not the best dresser, but I will put on some stuff. I will make it come together, make it look nice. But this episode could have been missed. But I'm going to go ahead and close this episode out with remember to put yourself first because nobody else will. And always remember, I love you. You love me. Let's get together and make money. Like, I had to make that up. But thank y'all for listening. Follow me on all my social medias. If you want to be a guest, just hit me up. And if you got anything you want to vent to about my podcast, negative, positive, anything you want to say about me or on 4 hours, I'm this, I'm that. If you want to make a joke about me, you can say it in my voicemail at 757-993-1377. It will be anonymous. Or if you need advice on anything, you can send it to that voicemail or send me a message because at the end of the day, I'm going to listen. But like I said, if you want to send me anything, send it to my phone number and I will gladly listen to it. I will gladly give you advice.